it will be time to rock and roll. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. I am so flat out excited to be here before you tonight for this presentation. You know, someone thought enough about you to give you this blessing, and it is absolutely that. Yes, we went to the Super Saturday today in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Totally fired up from that, but we were excited before we went there today. But when you're in the room and you see people who are making six figures on their full-time job after 30 years, but they're making six figures in their business after just 12 months, y'all, guess what it does? It inspires you, and it lets you know if they can do it, you can do it. So we were in the room today with just a bunch of people who are just excited about their goals and dreams. They're excited about blessing other people. They're excited about traveling the world. They're excited about this lifestyle membership. They're excited about the extra income they're making. They're excited about making an impact. So you're going to hear about all of this tonight. And I promise you, you are going to be thanking that person who invited you here to see this information. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my slides, and then we are going to get right into this. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Bunmi Moore, hailing from that great state of Maryland. Let's see a little bit about me. I am a mom of five. I am a grandma of seven, and I love helping people. You know, I had the privilege of firing my boss back in 2004. I was a school teacher in Baltimore City. Not for long, though, because I always said I'm psychologically unemployable, but I was struggling at the time so bad that $40,000 back in 2004 seemed like a whole lot to me. I had my degree. Baltimore City was hiring school teachers, and I said, let me go and do that. But you guys, I realized, you know what? I really got this entrepreneur spirit in me. I just can't do this job thing. I got ulcers. I'm stressed out. I'm not meant to be in four walls. And so it was about, I stayed there for 10 months. My parents introduced me to an income opportunity. And in about a year, I was at a six-figure income. And then I never looked back since then. And so I always say, if I can do it, you can do it. I have the story of early on in my life. Yes, I have a mom of multiple kids. I wasn't married at the time, but boy, we were struggling. I was in Section 8 housing. I was getting food stamps. I was getting WIC, but I knew that there was a better way, and that way was entrepreneurship. And so I thank God for that. So tonight you're going to hear about a entrepreneurial vehicle that I recently found out about just about 6 months ago when I was in Dubai, and I was praying for residual income. Yeah, I had it for a long time, but then I had some business shifts, and I was in the crypto space, and I was selling a product called Nodes, and it felt like a job because it was sales. And I'm like, I'm not used to this. I need $25,000 a month, whether I get out of bed or not. And so I literally prayed for residual income, and this showed up for me, ladies and gentlemen, within 48 hours. And you would be amazed at the stories of people who say, I prayed a prayer and then someone texted me about Trevorium. I was praying to God for extra income, and then a friend called me and told me to get on this Zoom. So no doubt about it, there is no mistake about you being here tonight to hear about Trevorium. So think travel, think Emporium, put it together, and you have Trevorium, where we show people how to travel more, travel better, and travel for less, all while saving money on every way that you do life. So we call it the Better Life Company, because as good as your life may be, it can always get better. And you'll see how Trevorium can be a big part of that betterment. So as I was saying, I was in Dubai at the end of October, had prayed for residual income. This came through, and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it checked all of the boxes. First box it checked was that it was solid and stable, a 13-year-old company. I love that. Now, I love having a global opportunity. Don't you want to get paid, not just from the USA, but from countries all over the world? Now this company is in 70 different countries doing millions of dollars in business. And another box that was checked was in February, after just a few months in the business, they had a leadership conference. And I said, man, well, this thing seems so good, but I'm in Trevorium. I got to get Trevorium in me. And so I traveled to Orlando. I said, I want to meet the owner who was at the helm of this. And so I got to meet David Hart. And you're going to find when you meet him in July that he is a CEO with a heart. I mean, he just wants you to win. He wants you to win big. He wants you to evolve and develop yourself as a person, as an entrepreneur. And so he has put together this company that I said is solid. There's a lot of money on the table that you're going to see, but also there's a lot of fun on the table. It's about creating memories. It's about putting something in place for your family that can truly be a legacy company, because this business is willable and you are going to love that. So you all know Warren Buffett, right? So Warren Buffett said this. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you are sleeping, you are going to work until you what? Until you die. Now think about that. You shouldn't like the thought of that. I mean, there should be a time when you stop working, but your money doesn't stop. Your money keeps coming in. That's the type of business you're going to hear about tonight. When your money keeps working, even when you are not. And so in order to make this happen, you need to be a part of a big expanding industry. Well, did you know that the travel industry is the largest industry in the world? It's the most posted about topic on social media. And it's not just $10 trillion now and just staying that way. Guys, in the next 9 years, we're poised to be a $15 trillion industry. That is how much that people around the world love to travel. So this is truly the business of dreams. So when you think about people and they're talking about what they want to do when they retire, what they would love to do if they could just have anything that they wanted in life, do you know that travel would be in the top 3 on their list? So almost everybody in the world wants to travel the world. But the great thing about this membership is even if they don't, people are still joining, because guess what people love to do? They love to save money. And this lifestyle membership is all about the savings. So we're having fun here and lots of it. So let's go to the next slide, because I really want you to see when we talk travel, this is about staying in 5-star places for 2-star prices, getting below travel agent rates, being able to save on cruises and car rentals and parks and tours and activities and entertainment. If you like to shop, we've got you on there. If you like to eat out, we've got you there. If you like to play golf, we've got you there. If you're all into your cars and automobiles and tires and repairs and things like that, and things to upgrade your home, this lifestyle membership is going to help you to save on every way that you do life. So that's why we say this ain't just travel. I mean, travel is a great, sexy part of it, but it is so much more than that. So what are Trevorium's benefits? Let's talk about this lifestyle membership. So on the travel piece, one thing that is going to help you to do is to take 2 bucket list vacations. And we're talking about like luxurious bucket list vacations twice a year, like once every 6 months. And you're going to get what is called travel points, 270 of them every single month. And so these travel points build up month after month. They keep adding up. So when you're ready to go somewhere beautiful, to some awesome warm vacation destination or somewhere around the world that you've never been before, you'll be able to use these points to buy down travel to pennies on the dollar. If you need to go somewhere, just need a quick hotel, you'll get to book at below travel agent rates. But the thing that I love most, guys, is there is an opportunity attached. Do you know that a lot of people don't travel because they just don't have the money? And so we're not just bringing travel to people like some timeshare that has contracts and blackout dates and maintenance fees, none of that here. We have a business opportunity where you can earn money 24/7 from everywhere, anywhere in the world, truly living that laptop lifestyle. And so what I want you to see is some of the comparisons between those third party rates that you get from those sites like Expedia, Booking.com, and Orbitz compared to the wholesale rates that you get at Travorium. So let's say, for instance, a person wanted to stay at the Churchill Suites of Monte Carlo, Miami Beach. So you're going to go in your back office, and the first thing that you're going to do, you're going to pick one of our 3 travel sites. There'll be 3 different travel sites for you to book hotels on and to compare with. And so you're going to put in, hey, you want to go to Miami Beach. And what it's going to do is it is going to pull up for you the properties that give you the biggest discount. So we call that letting the deal come to you. So you put in the city and it's going to give you the hotels that give you the biggest discount. So look at this example. So there in Monte Carlo, Miami Beach, we have this property, which is like top of the line. 9 nights is $4,400 with Expedia. But with Travorium, when you have this membership, it's only $2,300, guys. Same property, same dates, same type of room, but look at that money that you're saving. Well, let's go to Las Vegas. That's where Brandon is, right? Everybody loves the lights and the blings and the shows of Las Vegas. Get on Expedia, go to Harrah's Hotel and Casino. That price, $293. People pay it all day long. But because you are a Travorium Platinum member, it's only going to be $15.46 for you. Today, when we were at the Super Saturday, they pulled up Expedia Live, they pulled up Travorium Live, and we got to see the difference in these rates in real live time right before our eyes. The savings is incredible that you're going to get. One more property, guys, the Fairmount Grand Del Mar. I mean, again, top of the line, luxurious destination. 6 nights here is $5,000 and people are paying it. But when you're with Travorium, you would save over $3,000 and get cash back so that when you travel the next time, you can save even more. So look at this. What would you rather pay? The Expedia price or the membership price with Travorium? Of course, you want to save thousands of dollars because a penny saved is a penny what? It's a penny earned. So we've got that savings on the hotels. But you know what I like to do? I like to be able to spread out, right? Let's take these getaways. So a getaway is like going to a timeshare property, but you don't have all the commitments and all of the money that it costs to own a timeshare. So you're going to get access to more than 2,000 timeshare resort properties without having to own a timeshare, without having to take a tour. You have access to over 300,000 weeks when you are a platinum member with Travorium. So again, whether you want 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, or 3 bedroom, you get to decide what weeks and where you want to go on our Dreamcation platform. So let's go to the Canary Islands, Spain for 8 days and 7 nights in a studio apartment. Well, retail is $8.99. Still a good rate, but why pay $8.99 when you can pay $7? Are you kidding me? Yes, $7 after you apply your travel points. Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. A lot of people want to go here for a whole week in a 1-bedroom suite. Not $1,200, just $149. And guys, this is for everybody that you can fit in this 1-bedroom suite. Well, when you go to Orlando, now you want to take the grandkids or the kids to see Mickey and Minnie for a whole week, not just for 2 days or 3 days. You want to spread out, not be cramped up in some little hotel room. Well, did you know you can have a week at Disney for $142, guys, in a 2-bedroom suite because of those phenomenal travel points. So I'm going to talk more about the travel points in a little bit, but those getaways, you are going to love them. So I like the getaways, but you know what my favorite way to travel is? Somebody say world tours. It's the world tours because it's what you call curated travel. It's like done for you. So you go into your back office and you click on the Dreamcation platform. And when you click on World Tours, you're going to see that it's divided section off into the different months. So you'll look and see, okay, well, what trips do they have planned for June, July, August, September? And you'll look and you'll see Bali and the Maldives and Egypt, and you'll see Boston and Chicago and Las Vegas. You'll see properties like in Doha. You'll see Qatar. I mean, you'll just see so many phenomenal bucket list destinations. Like, where do you want to go in the world? It's probably already a world tour in our back office. So look at some of these prices. You want to go to Italy? I definitely want to go there. Well, this curated plan for you trip, they'll have the dates already set out and they'll tell you it's 5 days. Here are the dates. Here is breakfast included. There's a glass factory tour included. Retail, it would be $1,100, but because a friend thought enough about you, invited you here tonight, you said, this just makes sense. Just like Yvonne said last night when she saw this presentation and she joined immediately and was with us today at the Super Saturday. She said, I love to travel. I already travel a lot. Now I can get paid for it. So the Travorium price at Venice, Italy is only $249. But that's not just for you. That's for you and one other person. What about Dubai? You got to get there. It's like a richness and an opulence and a luxury that just exudes through that whole country. I love Dubai. I've been there twice. Plan on going this year, at the end of this year as well. So a 5-star hotel, 6 days with breakfast. Y'all, breakfast in Dubai is not like the Hampton Inn here. It's a spread. It'll keep you full all day long. Imagine going to Dubai in a 5-star for 6 days for $379 for the whole entire stay for 2 people. But you know what? We also have Dubai in the back office for $9 and for $1. That's right. These are some unbelievable rates that will leave your mouth hanging open. Now, I love all-inclusive properties. We all, a lot of us on here tonight, we're about to fly out to the Dominican Republic, 5-star resort. I paid just $549 after applying my points, and that was for 2 people, guys. So Montego Bay, Jamaica, 5-star, 5 days, all inclusive. You know what that means, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It also means you're probably going to gain a little bit of weight, but that's okay. You work it off when you get back. All the drinks that you want, just $579 for 2 people. So these are what I call jaw-dropping prices. You're not going to find it anywhere else. There's no one else out there doing travel like Travorium. So you've got something really special in your hands. So whether you want to fly across the world somewhere, or whether you say, well, I want to do a world tour right here domestically. I don't want to go on a plane. Maybe you just want to drive to New York, to Chicago, to Boston, to Las Vegas. Look at these rates, guys. Las Vegas for 5 days, 5-star, $19. New York, $399. Hawaii, you know how expensive Hawaii is. 5 stars, 5 days, breakfast included, just $4.99 for 2 people with Travorium. So this is why people are so excited. This is why there were hundreds of people in the room today, just totally fired up. My mother was like, yeah, I met a girl in the bathroom. These people are traveling. They're talking about, yeah, I just came back from Italy. I'm about to go to Egypt. And then I'm looking to see if I can get the time so I can go to Greece. I mean, this membership is allowing people to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. Again, while saving money on every way that you do life. So let's talk about the cost. Because I know you're probably saying, okay, this has to be thousands of dollars. It is not. And I think back to October. No, it was September. And I was in Williamsburg, Virginia. I went on a timeshare presentation planning not to buy, but came out of there committing to $17,000 after 8 hours, not just a few minutes on a Zoom like you all. I was in that place for 8 hours. Like, I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to buy. I committed to $17,000. But there were some people who came out of there spending 40,000 and 50,000. Why? Because travel is something that people want to do. It makes you feel good. It helps the stress to get low. People are so stressed out and they're so high strung. They know that travel helps you to relax. Travel also helps with longevity. And I was doing some research the other day and it was saying travel can actually extend your life. It can save marriages. It can do so much for you and your relationships, guys. So that's why people spend a lot on travel. But here at Trevorium, we're showing people a better way. You don't have to have contracts and you don't have to have maintenance fees and you don't have to commit to anything long term. Look here, we have 3 memberships. There's one that nobody gets, but we have to have it by law. The silver is just $69, $52 a month, but it has no travel points. So no one on our team has that. Then there's the titanium. That's the mid-level membership, but nobody on our team has that because people want to have their travel points to start adding up quickly. And so you're not saving all the money that you could be and gaining all the travel points that you could be at titanium. The person who invited you here tonight, they are platinum. And everybody who joins our team is what? Do me a favor. I want to make sure y'all still awake. Type platinum in the chat because that's the level that you want to be at. Why? You get the most savings, up to 80% off retail. You get the most travel points, 270 travel points every month, and you get to make the most money. So type that platinum in the chat because that is the membership level that you want to be at. So every month we pay $135 for the membership. But that's not really right because actually I never ever paid that $135 off of my debit card. And I'm going to show you how you will never ever have to pay that $135 unless you want to. Now, as a platinum, again, write this down, $269.95 one time. If you want to do the business, you're going to add $99 to that. So you will join just like Yvonne did last night, and it's only going to be $369.90. That's it, okay? Not any thousands like I had to do with that timeshare. Now, every single month, as your membership is paid, whether you are paying it or whether the commissions from the company are paying it, you're going to get 270 in travel points. So for every dollar that is paid for the membership that you have, you're going to get $2 in travel points. Okay. That's very important. So y'all do me a favor, type 270 in the chat. I want to make sure that you all understand the value of what's coming to you. So you get double in travel points of what the membership costs. All right. So you guys putting that 270 travel points in the chat. So, all right. So you're asking, all right, Bunmi, so how do I not have to pay this 135? Well, I thought you never asked. All it takes is us helping you to refer 3 people at your same membership level. And what's your membership level? Everybody say platinum. It's platinum. So think about this, guys. 8 billion people in the world. Do you think you can find 3 or 4 people who love saving money? Do you think you can find 3 or 4 people who want an extra side hustle? Do you think you can find 3 or 4 people who want to make residual income, who want to make money while they're asleep, who want to travel more, travel better, and travel for less? Shake your head up and down like this. The answer is yes. People are hungry for what we have because most people are living lives of stress. They're living lives full of fear. They're living lives full of just mediocrity and complacency. And when they can see a way to live in less stress, to live in a higher level of abundance, to have more freedom in their lives, guys, they're going to say, well, thank you for sharing this with me. And so in our business model, it's not like those retail sites where they could give you the wholesale rate. Their rate is the same as the Trevorium rate. But because they're spending millions of dollars on advertising out there online, somebody has to pay for that. And guess who's paying? Point to yourself. I'm paying for it. You are paying for it. But with Trevorium uses the best form of advertising out there in the world. And you know what that is? That is word of mouth advertising. Have you ever been to see a good movie and you told somebody? Of course. Have you ever been to a restaurant and you said, oh my gosh, those crab cakes were a bomb? You call your girlfriend like, you gotta get to Angie's Seafood. So sharing something that we have had a good experience with, sharing something that we love and enjoy is just natural for us. And so that's what it is here at Trevorium. We're just like, we're sharing with the people that we know, people that we need, people in our social media audience. We're sharing something that we found that is blessing us, and sharing is caring. So I showed you all some examples on the travel side. I told you all how people are saving with the lifestyle membership, not just on the travel, but like even on appliances. Mo's on an Alaskan cruise right now. A couple weeks ago, before his cruise, he saved $240 on a dishwasher. We got Deborah, who's in Punta Cana right now. She saved almost $2,000 in her back office on a refrigerator. We've got Deborah and Keith on here. They're saving $400 every month off of their cell phone bill because of this membership. So literally, because a penny saved is a penny earned, that $135 shouldn't cost you anything, even if you never referred people and you just started using all the savings. So remember I said you're going to take that $269. This slide needs to be updated. Next week, I'll have the updated slide. You're going to add $99 to it for the business. That's just $99 a year. We just came off of a promotion, but still it's only $99 a year. It's going to give you your website. It's going to give you marketing videos. It's going to give you your training. There's a whole Trevorium University where the people who are making six figures and more with this opportunity, they are giving you the secret sauce. They're letting you know how to do it. We're not like here, nobody's trying to keep things from you. They want you to get to the money. And so it's a turnkey business with so many different tax advantages, things that used to be a personal expense. Now it will be a business write-off because you have this lifestyle membership. So one more time, I need you to type in the chat, show me the money. If y'all want to see the money, type in there, show me the money, so I can make sure I'm talking to the right audience. Now for this, put on your entrepreneurial cap, tie it up tight, because we're about to show you guys the money. Now, David Hart has put the money on the table, and I want you to know that you can grab it off whatever amount that you want. Some people just want an extra little bit of money on the side. Some people want comma money every month, maybe to help pay the mortgage. And then there are some people, like the people who were at the Super Saturday today, who were like, oh, I deserve six figures in my life, in addition to my job. So I'm about to show you guys the money. And you're going to love something called daily pay. So here's how the money works, because remember, this is residual income. This is not like your job where you work for 8 hours and you get paid for 8 hours. This is being able to make money while you were sleeping and still get paid. This is where other people can work and you do what wealthy people do. Use OPE, other people's efforts. Use OPT, other people's time, and you can get paid from the efforts of other people. So as we help you to refer these three, you're going to get at least a $50 direct bonus for every platinum membership that you refer. And then once you've referred three, you're going to start receiving what we call daily pay. $4.45 every single day, 7 days a week. When you multiply that times 30, you get $135. That is enough to cover your monthly membership. So when I first got started, I started thinking about, well, who do I know that likes to make money? Who do I know that likes to travel? Who do I know that loves freedom? Who do I know that loves to save money? And so I started sharing this with people by videos, by Zooms, by social media, and people started joining. My daughter, who was getting married in July, she joined because she wanted to use this for her honeymoon. My son's girlfriend, who loves to travel, she joined. She doesn't want to take the business. She just loves going and seeing the world. My mother joined because she loves to travel, but she also likes to make money. So people join for different reasons. But as we help you to refer three, guys, that monthly membership is taken care of. These people joined quickly within my first week. And so I never, ever had to pay that $135 because why? It comes out of my commissions. The same thing can happen for you. It can come off of the daily pay. But guess what's going to happen? Those three, they're going to want to tell people. They're going to get excited. They're going to start sharing. Now that three becomes 8 people in each leg, 8 platinum memberships on the left side, 8 platinum memberships on the right side. You're making an average of $500 a month. Now, let me ask you all this. Like, with an extra $500 a month, what would you do? Think about it for a moment. Maybe you pay a car payment. Maybe you buy some Bitcoin every month. Maybe you would use it to get out of debt. I don't know, but I'm sure like if you got $500 a month, there's some things that you would do with it. I know you would not send it back. That's $10 a day in daily pay, 7 days a week, but also more bonus money coming to you. But guess what's going to happen? In a little bit, you're going to find yourself at 2-star director when you plug into the team, when you plug into our coaching and training, as you share this with other people. Now, what's going to happen is this. You see this ring right here? They're going to give you the Super Bowl championship diamond ring to say, thank you for being a part of our family. They're going to give you $25 a day in daily pay. Every day you wake up, you check your back office, you're going to see 25, 25, 25, 25. You're going to get increased bonus money. And now you've got like an extra $24,000 a year, maybe even more, and you didn't have to ask your boss for a raise. But guys, it's not going to stop there. The same thing that happened for me is going to happen for you. I found myself at 3-star because why? I love this business. I started sharing it with people. I help other people to share it. We got people on the Zooms. The team grew. And then I started with $70 every single day. Whether I get out of bed or not, y'all, it's going to come to you 7 days a week. 63 members on the left, 63 platinum members on the right. Now you're at about $36,000 a year in extra income. But guess what? You should know what I'm going to say. It's not going to stop there. As a 4-star, now you're at $100 a day. How does this spread? It's not by you going out and making all of these sales. This is not a sales business. We just say sharing is caring. Again, we want you to be an authentic, heartfelt person. When something is good for me, I just naturally want to share it and bless other people's lives. So we want you to just come from that place of wanting to bless people, wanting to tell them about something great that you found that will help them to save money, that will help them to live a better life. And so now you're making $100 a day, about $50,000 a year in extra income. But guess what, y'all? It's not going to stop there. You're going to want to get to the coveted position of ambassador. So remember I told you I found out about this when I was in Dubai? And the young lady was telling me about all her savings. She asked me to watch a movie, a video on the way home on the plane, and I did. Then when I got home, I said, okay, I'm going to run upstairs and I'm going to check out this compensation plan. And when I saw this chart, I was like, what? I looked at ambassador, 188 members on the left, 188 members on the right. I'm not doing all that work. A small team of 376 people, and I'm at 6 figures. And like, it didn't even compute. I questioned it because in all of the other businesses I've been in, you had to have thousands of people. And I grew the team to multiple thousands of people in order to make 5 figures a month. So it was almost hard to believe that with this company, you could make 6 figures, 5 figures a month with a small team of 376 people. And it's not you signing up all those people. Nobody can do that on their own. It's people above you, placing people below you. It's people who you're sharing this with, sharing it with others. And it just builds and it compounds. And so you get to be at this coveted position of ambassador. But even if you stopped at 2-star, where you get the ring, where you get $25 a day, where you get up to a $750 monthly lifestyle bonus that still come of money every single month. So again, we don't force anything on you. You just decide what you want for you and your family. 500, 5,000, 500,000 is up to you. But this coveted position of ambassador, y'all, I'm telling you, I wish y'all were there today at the Super Saturday. Those who were there, get ready to share. We just want you 30 seconds just to tell what you saw today that really blessed you, why you're excited about your Vorium. You deserve this ambassador lifestyle. In addition to everything you heard, they're going to bless you with an extra 2 annual vacations where they're going to give you the airfare credit for you and your spouse to fly you to some beautiful destinations. One is going to be an ambassador experience this year in Dubai. You see these ladies with the Louis Vuitton bags? Well, they are all ambassadors in front of the Louis Vuitton store. They shut it down for us here at Trevorium. They give you a shopping spree card with $2,500 on it, and they put you in the store with a personal shopper and say, hey, go for it. And you do your Louis Vuitton experience, getting whatever you want, guys. I'm telling you. In addition to that, every day you wake up is going to be $140 in your account every single day. But in addition to that, you're going to be able to make money, not just from what your team does, but you see where it says global bonus pool. Remember, I told you we are in 70 different countries. People all over this world are expanding and growing their business. So now you get to be here in the US, but make money from what people in France are doing, what people in Australia are doing, what people in Africa are doing. So that's global bonus pool money that's going to come to you every single month. So basically, here's the deal. You may have some problems, but money won't be one of them. Because whether you're making the $4.45 a day, or you go all the way up to executive chairman of $3,200 a day, guys, life is good. It's not just good, it is great. So this company is exploding. Last year, over 34,000 people joined. This year, because of the momentum that we have, we're poised to have over 80,000 people joining. Why? Because people like the person who invited you here tonight, we're spreading the word. We're not keeping this to ourselves. We're excited about our team, the BIT Group, Billionaires in Training. That's our team name, exploding. And we want to have an ambassador factory where we help you to get to that $140 a day plus. So I want to see who came today to the event in Oxon Hill, Maryland, that just can share real quick, about 30 seconds, rapid fire. We want a couple people who can just share, what did you get out of today, and what made you choose Trevorium? So who's out there that can unmute for me? All right, my co-host Bernadette, what you got for us, Bernadette?
Hey, everybody. Yes, I attended the Super Saturday today. And I guess the thing I got out of it the most is just how easy it really is to level up in this company. I mean, there were um, 2 men who presented who are at the top of who are ambassadors, which is like as Boomy showed you, one of the highest levels that you can achieve. And one of them is still working his full-time job. He's making 100,000, 6 figures on his 9 to 5, but he's making 6 figures doing this business part-time. And so that to me was extraordinary. It shows that it really is attainable, and just following the system and getting the training and being coachable. So I
Yes.
was just excited about that. I was also excited because I've always wanted to be able to leave something for my children and my grandchildren. I just got I have 2 little boys now, grandsons, and I always wanted to be able to leave something, a legacy. And so this, to me, it makes it possible where I can actually do something for them and be able to maybe fund their college education, and, maybe help buy their first home when they get to that point, or, be able to pay for their wedding as they grow up, or in some way do the kind of things for them that our generation couldn't do for us. So
Mm.
for me, that really resonated with me and made it really my why to really take this business seriously. And so I was just excited about that.
Awesome. Thank you, Bernadette, for sharing. She's only been in the business like a couple of weeks. And not only was she there, but she had two team members there with her. So already she's sharing. And as we said, people are joining. So congratulations on that. So, yes, I see you,
Yes.
Yvonne. I want you to come because, girl, she was on here last night. She texted me, girl, I want in. I love this. Sign me
Yes.
up. I need your link. So, Yvonne, tell us your story in about 30 seconds. What made you join and what did you get out of today?
Well, I told you last night that I travel an awful lot. In fact, I had about 6 or 7 trips already last year, and I have 6 trips planned already for this year. But since I travel a lot, what makes this so good is this business gives me a chance to travel and actually make money instead of me spending my money. And it opens up so many different opportunities. The timing right now for me is right.
Mhm.
You look at businesses before and it just wasn't right. But right now, you can feel it where it's right for you. And this is something that you need, especially for me since I'm getting older, you know, or I am older already. But I want to make sure I'm going to be able to take care of myself in later years and not have to worry about my money and worrying about it not being there. And what I liked about the day is the people, the excitement in the room, and it was real love, the camaraderie. I mean, people that I hadn't met, I was getting hugs and there was so much support, even from different groups. And I really like that. And I like the fact that there's an interest and there's a caring
Mhm.
for everybody's and they're willing to help you. So I'm really glad I went today and I can't wait for tomorrow.
Awesome. And that's what you call plugging in. She was smart. Signed up last night, got herself to the event today. And tomorrow we're going to be in Clinton, Maryland at a gentleman who just made 3-star his home. He's having a travel party at his home tomorrow. So if anybody is in the area, the DMV area, and you want to attend with us tomorrow, there'll probably be 100 people at the house. We're going to have some fun. You can bring guests to see the presentation. So hit me up and we'll make that happen. And Yvonne said, oh, girl, I'm coming to your house, ride with you to the event tomorrow. So excited about that. I'm going to go over to my mother. And as you all know, well, you might not know, but let me tell you, she is a 2-star. She came into this business not just for travel, but just like Yvonne, she said, I want to make the money too. Mom, what did you get out of today and why did you say yes to Trevorium?
Oh my God, I'm still fired up from today. I mean, you talking about electricity. Whew. Well, I got into Trevorium, like you said, because I needed the extra income. I needed the daily pay. And that has really helped me so much. And today I was showing off. I had my Trevorium card. We're in the cafeteria, and it was a girl there, and she was getting coffee, and I was getting coffee. I said, "Oh, let me pay for yours." And I whipped out my Trevorium card. She said, "Oh, you got one of those?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." Well, one of the things that struck me, so many things struck me, but let me piggyback on what Bernadette said, because Bernadette said that it was a guy who was making 6-figure on his job and 6-figure in Trevorium. The difference, however, is that he had been on his job maybe 20 or 30 years and only been in Trevorium, I think, like maybe 18 months. So think about that, okay? 6 figures, 20 some years, as opposed to, 18 months. And one of the takeaways that I got, because it's nothing new under the sun, just about everything that they said that Bunmi has said to us as well. But it's good when you hear somebody else say the same thing. So they said, if you do the activity, the results will happen. And that is so true. And they also talked about, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So I would just say to everybody, whenever you hear about an activity like this, a Super Saturday or whatever, then, you should make it your plans to come. Bunmi, tell them about how far Nora came.
Oh my goodness, that's right. Nora came from Boston, you guys. She got on the bus real early this morning in order to be here in Maryland. It took her, I don't know, she left in the middle of the night, got here, then she had to, this is what we talk about, like convenience and greatness don't mix. You got to just pay the price for your success. So she got on the bus, it took her to someplace, and from there, she had to catch a lift and then one more form of transportation, but she got there from Boston. And so she's on the bus going back now, but she was just like, wow, I'm so glad I came. So guys, get to Las Vegas, to that leadership conference. As I said, you got to understand you're introvorium, or you're going to be introvorium, but you got to get it into you. You got to be inspired. You got to see all the people winning, to know that God is no respecter of persons. What he does for one, he can do for all of you, for all of us. This is the debit card that you get that my mother was talking about. You have your own Trevorium Visa debit card where your money will be on, and you can, bam, lay that thing down and pay for whatever you want. So we love our withdrawal Wednesdays, because we withdraw our money from it every single Wednesday. And it's on our card by Fridays. So with that, guys, you are either, guess, a 1 or 2 or 3. A 1 is a person who says, man, I've got a bunch of questions. So you are going to have the person who invited you to put you on the phone with me or someone else. Will get those questions answered so you can make a decision. A 2 is somebody who says, I didn't see it all I need to see. I love to travel. I love getting discounts. I want the membership. So you are 2, you want the product only. Text the number 2 to the person who referred you. Now, if you are a 3, you are like Yvonne, you're like Bernadette, you're like me, you're like my mom, Jared. And you're saying, I don't just want to travel. I don't just want the savings. I want an extra stream of income. I want the money. And so if that is you, text the number 3 to the person who referred you here tonight. We'll get you signed up tonight. And then let me tell you what you should do tomorrow. So we've had a week long of Blitz presentations. Today is number 6. So we've had back-to-back presentations at 8 p.m. Eastern for 6 days. Tomorrow is our last one. Now, after tomorrow, we still have a schedule that we follow. There's something almost every day different teams are having, corporates having, or whatever, that we're going to show you how to plug into those. But as far as our team, the big group, we've had a week long, and we end tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And then the next day, a lot of us fly out to Punta Cana. So y'all, let's make our grand finale day tomorrow huge. I want all of you all to come back, but don't come alone. Tonight, start texting people. Tonight, reach out to people that you care about, your children, your grown grandchildren, your friends, your sorority sisters, your fraternity brothers. Let them know that, man, you found a way, that there are people who are going to Dubai for $7. There are people who are saving money on all the way they do life. There are people who are getting below travel agent rates without being one, and they got to come see and take a look at this. Get those people on tomorrow. And that'll be a great step towards you already getting your 3 quickly. So with that, text that number 1, 2, or 3 right now. I want everybody to unmute. And for all of us who are already a part of this phenomenal opportunity called Trevorium, let's congratulate and welcome all of the guests onto our team, because they have found a home and a family here with the Bit Group and Trevorium. So with that, guys, welcome to the family. So glad to have all of you all. Congratulations for getting started, and the best is yet to come. So everybody unmute yourselves and let us hear those congratulations to our guests. And with that,
congratulations.
Welcome, everyone.
Congratulations
Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team, guys.
Welcome.
So glad to have you. Get in touch with me if you can meet us tomorrow in Clinton, Maryland as well. All right. Glad to have you on tonight, guys. Have a great night, and let's get you in the system, signed up, and prepared to be back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Good night,
everybody.
Good night. See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for sharing your testimonies, guys. Bye-bye.
Good night.